Hi, I'm Jenny from Jenny's Crayon Collection and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to be with you, and I have to apologize. So I was gonna try to do these like every month, every week, and the summer got away from me and here I am. But I'm gonna keep trying, and hopefully you guys can keep watching. And if you haven't yet subscribed to me, turn on the notifications so that way when I do post, you'll know. And I will try to be more consistent. I love getting content to you guys, and so I'm so excited that you guys are here to learn about Take Note today. Are you really excited about Take Note? Have you heard of it? Do you know what it is? So let me first off say, when Crayola started, they started with chalk and like crayons, and when they introduced crayons, they actually had to introduce what a crayon was. So they really started from scratch with crayons, and that has been their go-to. They expanded, I think it was in the 80s, to like colored pencils and markers. I'll have to look those up exactly. So that's when they expanded. And they've been doing those pretty regularly. Crayola does a lot of licensee work, like where they'll let like Mattel use their stuff, and they'll come up with a Crayola Barbie or a towel, and they don't actually make those things, but their core products consisted mostly of like paint, markers, and all that stuff. And those are things that mostly children use. Well, over the last century since they've been around, school has changed as we know it. There's blackboards now. Like now there's a smart board. My daughter, I went in the other day and there was a smart board, and I was like, what is this? You draw on there and the computer acknowledges it. That was pretty cool. But it's expanded, and so the teachers use more tools now. And so there's Sharpies, Flair pens, and gel pens, and pencils. And so up until that point, Crayola hadn't done a whole lot with those other areas. They focused mostly on their core products, the paint, the pencils, colored pencils. So last year, I was really super excited. They introduced a new line called Take Note, and I am over the moon with this. So last year, they introduced these washable gel pens. Then they also introduced some, these are gel pens too, some erasable highlighters. So the erasable highlighters had been around before, but they had been markers. I actually have some of the old ones, but this was the first time that they marketed it to that, stationary crowd, because bullet journaling has exploded. So there's all these areas where art has expanded now, which is amazing, because back in the day, people just had pencils. Like, I feel so lucky to live in this era where we have so many art supplies. It's just one of my favorite things. But so they expanded last year, and that must have done well, because this year they introduced dry erase markers. They've had dry erase markers in the past, but I feel like this one's a different formula because it works better. And they have permanent markers now, which I'm ecstatic. So here's, I've taken these out. So this is their 24 pack, and here are all the colors on the back. And what I've done, because you can't really put them back in, is I keep mine in like a jar. And this is just a cup. And then I have these little cute Crayola cafe cups. They don't keep much in, but I put some in there. Then I have some in another jar. The wide mouth jars work the best, because then you can just put it back in, and they keep a fair amount in there. So I've done that with a lot of my supplies. So what do they have this year? So they have these 8 dry erase markers. So it comes in lots of really cool colors on the back. So what I'm going to do is I am going to read these to you. I'm going to put my glasses on, and then I'll show you on the back. Actually, maybe I'll do a little bit, like I'll voice over so you guys can see these as I read them. So My Valentine ×2, and I will hold this up. And there's some in the other one too. And Glow Party, Love You So Matcha, Twilight Sky, Back to the Future, Very Pretty, Espresso Yourself, and Little Black Dress. And I've said this before, probably in the blog post I did, but I'd rather just have red, black, green, but they wanted to name them fun, cool colors. So that's what they did with the dry erase. And then they have a 4-pack of the dry erase too. And they also have these, I didn't get the thin ones. And all these supplies Crayola sent me. So I'm super lucky and grateful for them to have sent me these. And they have these in the thin tip also, which I would love to try. Okay, and so they still have their washable gel pens. There's 14 of those, or you can get it in 6. And I love these things. I use them for my planner like all the time. I've even ran out of the black, so I need to get more, but I just keep them in with my others right here. It's sad because I love having all my supplies and knowing they're all there, but I kind of just use them so they don't all stay together, but at least I have them all and I can use them. I just keep these in my closet whenever I need something. So then we have, oh, I forgot to read the names. So I'm gonna read the names. So whatever's in the 6 is also in the 14. So we have Upbeat, Very Pretty, My Valentine, Orange You Lovely, Summer Sunset, Party, Emerald City, Jade Necklace, Surf's Up, Denim Jacket, Twilight Sky, Lilac Bouquet, Namaste, and Little Back Dress. And then these are super pretty colors. And so what comes in the 6-pack, oh, I'll just let you guys know. Little Black Dress, Lilac Bouquet, Surf's Up, Jade Necklace, My Valentine, and Very Pretty. Some standard colors there. So this year they are doing highlighter pens, which are really cool. And actually, here's the colors right here for you. And so I'll just read those really fast. Rosy Outlook, plus Very Pretty, Upbeat, plus My Valentine, Beach Please, plus Orange You Lovely, Party, plus Emerald City, Surf's Up, plus Royal Majesty, Namaste, plus Mystic Amethyst. And I think these are so cool. I love doing this because like if you write in your planner or wherever you're writing and you want to just highlight it, and these would be useful for teachers, like for anything. Like if you want to highlight but write also, it matches. It's just that one layer of extra funness. It matches. Oh, and I have a ton of these. I have 2 of these, and then I also have them separate, and I love that they're all named. I love names on pens. If you followed me at all, you'll know that. And then we have permanent markers. So I'll read what's in the 24. Beat Goes On, Spice of Life, Sorbet All Day, Mighty Mango, Persistent Peach, Saffron and On, All Time Shine, Arousing Lime, Endless Waters, Bravocado, Infinite Oasis, Eternal Crystal, Tenacious J, Invincible, All Nighter, Indigo, Perpetual Celestial, Very Strong, Forever Fuchsia, Wild and Free, Resilient Rose, True Brew, Set in Stone, and Always Onks. So those are those ones. And then this is in the 12-pack. And I don't know where that box ended up, but I have the markers here. So Beat Goes On, Mighty Mango, All Time Shine, Bravocado, Eternal Crystal, Infinite Oasis, All Nighter, Perpetual Celestial, Very Strong, Forever Fuchsia, True Brew, and Always Onks. And then in the 8-pack, you get Beat Goes On, Mighty Mango, All Nighter, Perpetual Celestial, All Time Shine, Bravocado, True Brew, and Always Onks. So here, there's another video where I compared Sharpie to Crayola, so check it out. I just ended up using red, so, because I like those names, but I love that they named them because if you look on here, so I'll show you one of each. Actually, let me get a darker one. One of each. So we have, I'm making sure I have all of them. Okay, so erasable highlighter, and then this is our take note with the one on the end. And we have our other one. Okay, so you'll see all the color names are actually on. Oh, actually, they're not on this one. So on the highlighter pens, they're not on there. Oh, okay, so some of them they're on and some of them they're not. So they're not on the gel pens either. They are on the dry erase. I haven't done, did I? Yeah, I did the dry erase already, right? Okay. And the highlighter erasers, I don't think they're on there either. So, at least they're named. So what you can do if you want, like if you want to know what color this is, you can make a swatch. And then you can tape something to this so you always know the color. And that's especially helpful like when you have the 14 gel pens and you are wondering the difference between Emerald City and Jade Necklace or My Valentine and Orange to Lovely. Like these two, if you want to know specifically what color is which, you can do that, and that's really helpful because then that way when you're picking something up, you know the color, and you can keep like a swatch somewhere so you know what color you're getting for that. Or you can even like cut this out on the back and put it in your planner or wherever you're coloring. So I just wanted to show you guys a couple of things that I colored with my kids. With this was the permanent markers. So my son did this one, it's so cute. And then my daughter did this one, and then I did this one. Oh, actually, my daughter did this one, and then I did this one. And you can see how vibrant those colors are, and I feel like you can see the greens were similar, but most of the colors are very different and unique, and so I really liked it, and I feel like it came vibrant. Like, that looks like I printed it out from the computer. So I just love how vibrant they are, and it's really cool on the back too. You can even frame that. It's just really neat how it bleeds through. Definitely bleeds through. You're not gonna with these will bleed through. So the permanent markers bleed through, dry erase don't, and the gel pens, they're probably average. It does a little bit. So you can see on the back here, I folded it so I can take a picture. You get a little bit, but it's not horrible. And you can see like where I probably left it down a little longer, where it bleeds through more, but the other stuff doesn't bleed through as much. So these are the felt tip pens. So they look like this. They're a little bit different than the permanent markers. The permanent markers will say permanent markers. They're just a little bit skinnier. So I have to dig through all of my supplies to find them. So right now there's only 6 colors for these. I'm hoping they expand it to be like a whole pack, like 24. I think that would be amazing. So right now we have Irresistible, Surf's Up, Emerald, My Valentine, Electric Brush, and See the Change, which are all very cute. But I really hope they have more colors because they're just the really thin tip. And I think they're really neat. So the other product, it's not like, doesn't have a take note sign, but it does compete with number 2 pencils. And this one was new. So they have these cool number 2 pencils, the cool erasers. They're all different colors. So you can see on the bottom here, there's, let's take them out. You see all those erasers, they're all different colors, and so it makes it really fun because, you know, they're not colored pencils, they're number 2. So Crayola is definitely entering the entire school market now with all the supplies. So I'm really excited to see where they go. And I hope you enjoyed looking at all the take note supplies. They are amazing. We'll see you guys later, and hopefully if you like this, hit the subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know, and there will also be a link. There's a bunch of blog posts about these, so this is kind of like a quick summary of it, but if you want to see like individual things or these pictures in more detail so you can see which ones you want, or if you want to see if you want to get them, just follow the links and it'll be on my website. And thank you so much for joining me today, and I will talk to you guys later.